Alright gang, check this out. This is a pogo stick I got for Christmas one year. My brother and I got one apiece. We had a blast. Like everything else we got, we pretty much challenged each other to do stuff with them. We had a walkway between both back doors on the house, and we would set up stuff like toy cars or bricks or something and pogo. we would I'm gonna say pogo. We pogo stick all the way down and jump and all this stuff, and it got challenging. And when we crash, crashing on a pogo stick super suck because your reaction time is really hampered, in my opinion, when you was crashing on a pogo stick versus crashing on a bicycle. But this pogo stick, got it in the 70s, early 70s. The only thing that's missing from it is the tassels. Now, I had forgotten that this thing was in a building that was on my parents' property that was torn down several years ago. So I go in to help clean it out. And in the corner was a bunch of my stuff that I stuck in there and completely forgot about it, and this pogo stick was in there. So I bring it home, and it still springs. It's still in good shape. The rubber cap on the end, that's the original. It's not Chinese rubber. That sucker's been on there since the 70s, and it's not dry rotted. But so I get it home, clean it up. There's no identification on who manufactured this, and the tassels were missing, and I think they were red, white, and blue tassels, or red and white tassels. I'm not going to get any of them because they'll be brand new and they'll look weird against this old vintage pogo stick. But the handles are not cracked up, the tube is not beat up, and the tube is in great shape. And I mean, look how it's built. It's got heavy-duty rivets in it, and the discoloration on this plate right here, it's like that on both sides. That's when I got it home and cleaned it, and I don't know why I did that. I don't remember what kind of cleaner I used on it, but it just turned it weird colors, maybe because of the metal. But again, the rivets, not bolts, these are all rivets. And you see the pole that's on a spring, it's in good shape too. Now, when I got it back home, and I've had this thing here at my house probably 10, 12 years now, and it just sits in my office, well, it used to be my office, in a corner. And when I got it home, I started trying to figure out who manufactured it. So I can 100% guarantee it probably came from Sears, because back then in this area, all your Christmas stuff came from Sears, all your clothes came from Sears, everything came from Sears, because one, they were nationwide, two, there was nothing else in town. I mean, there was a Zayre, for those of you who remember Zayre, your key catalog in Gibson's, and there was one more, it's escaping me right now, Sky City. And sorry about the engine firing up behind us. Hope it's not that loud. They're doing some work down the street. But when I started looking at it, it was Radco, I believe is the company that made it. R-A-D-C-O. Could be wrong, but all the pictures I looked at online since then, the Radco version looked just like this. And newer ones, they didn't have all the rivets and all in them. They had bolts in them, like where the handlebars are, and they had Radco. They didn't have these flat foot pegs. They had, it looked like thicker foot pads with Radco in them, and that's RADCO again. But that is my awesome pogo stick. Getting online, watching pogo sticks today, I see these cats that build pogo sticks with like car springs and all that in them. And man, they fire themselves up way up high and do flips and all that. And I make jokes about when I was a kid we never wore helmets, and we didn't until we got into mini bikes. But these guys are going like 15 feet or more in the air on asphalt, no helmets, and they're coming down crashing sometimes. That's stupid. But you ought to watch those videos, it's cool. But this is my pogo stick from the 70s, and I believe it's made by Radco. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. Tell me who's the manufacturer, because there was other, I saw a picture of the same pogo stick, but it had Master Pogo on the box. It was old picture from way back when. And then Another picture had Gabriel pogo stick, but I don't know if Gabriel bought Radco, because Gabriel used to be a big toy company, and then they got bought up by somebody else. They bought Hubley, and then they got bought up, and then they're no longer in existence, I don't think. But anyway, I'm rambling. Kicking pogo stick, man, smooth. That's when boys were boys. You pogoed. All right, gang. Have a great day.